Play silly games, win silly prizes. Well, today we've got the silliest of games. This is Silly Wars, this silly gay mod, where we presumably have a lot of different units and all that. Not really sure how this works. I'm jumping in completely blind. But presumably we've got silly things. Caretaker makes silly things. Ah, okay, right. So we don't see anything silly yet. Let's just say that then. Alright, so we've got 8 players down south, probably 8 up north as well, seemed like it. And already scouting and finding a dart, very nicely done. Right, so what do we have in terms of factories? We've got spiders, shieldbot, rover, gunship, a reclaim ampbot factory, more ampbots, spiders and airplanes on the southern side. And we've got rovers, spiders, rovers, hovercraft, tanks, and airplanes and shields on the northern side. Alright. GG. Alright, it is so over. You've already been beaten. And what do we have here? For silicon, to make silly things, builds at 5 metal per second. What do you build though? Black Nimbus, Guided Ronin, Gallows Phoenix, Impulse Lico, EMP Bird, Big Silicon, Moderator Bag of 4 moderators, alright. Small Drone Maker, Slam Impaler, Chicken Brood Queen, Lancing Flea. Okay, sure, let's just say that we are going to experience it fast enough. I don't really know what any of these things mean. Like, okay, sure, silicon and all that, but what does it mean? I don't know. But anyways, it is just for the silly things. And then I assume that the big silicon is going to make even more silicon. Not really sure. Anyway, silicon over here already destroyed. It's 500 metal. So those are definitely not cheap. Already very good value for Team North at 300% attrition, just like that. Factory could easily go down to... Oh, this hurts. Come on, get both of them attacking. It's going to be close. Just barely going to take it down. Whew! It shouldn't have been that close, but it was. Anyways, we do have a silly command constructor over here, of course. That's going for Chicken Brood Queen. Trent the Nest builds as well. What do you build? All of the chickens. Alright. Over here we also have one of those small drone makers. Make 2 fireflies. Can morph into static base. Okay. And then the static base is more health, it seems. Oh, and 6500. Alright. Expensive as well. Right. So, maybe this is a stalemate kind of thing. Doesn't really look like it. And here we just have a standard old caretaker. Does this make Leaper? Why wouldn't it make Leaper? Oh, apparently End also does not work as well as you would like. It doesn't? No. I'm not making Leaper. Big silicon can. Ah, okay, right. Anyways, over here we just have a standard fight, but the ducks really can't take that. Small drone maker is up. Only 150 metal. And makes 2 fireflies. Fireflies are no joke. They have like their slowdown weapon. And I assume they're free. Yes, they seem to be free. Alright. Quite good range on those as well. And oh yeah, baby 6 supermax for enemy, 0 for us. Oh right, yeah, because let's just not forget about that. 4.1 metal each on these metal extractors. So definitely an amazing thing to get as well. Over here, Spider Player is terraforming a lot as well. Makes sense, of course, because you can just walk over the walls. You can climb over, whereas the enemy might not be able to. You're up against tanks and tanks. Well, then that is just glorious, isn't it? But indeed, yeah, 6 maxes. Ooh, that's going to hurt. 216 versus 160 metal. Already quite far behind because of it, and your attrition to 50%. Not looking hot either if you're Team South. And these are just normal masons. Alright, can we please just not make any rover factories? Because this is going to be, well, very confusing. And the Spicula, the fighter drone. Never seen these before. Don't think so, at least. Seem to just have a, like, laser thingy. But it's fine. Also, why make mutants already? I guess against Odin. I mean, it works well against... that doesn't work well against your tarantulas. And the Dodo Bomber. Dropping dodos, chicken bombs. And over here we've got Leaper. Yes, you can make Leaper then, I guess. And a way more efficient Newton, I guess. And Blimpy, the Dodo Bomber, is coming up again. Big Silicon is also up. Funnel Web without its shield. 40 build power, which is quite a lot. And unit, it makes... Oh, right, so this is also the Spicula creator and makes Leaper. Right. Makes quite expensive units. And also creates the very big Silicon. For even more silly things. Over here, just a standard old EMP bird. Right? Oh, this is just EMP bird, so that's the old Thunderbird. That still had an EMP weapon, so actually did paralysis. And Slay Queen? No, not going to be slain yet. I guess. Yeah, that is very old, by the way. But EMP weapon was something that was presumably on Thunderbird in the past. Blooper, the shield, anti-air. Alright. How much shield do you have? 2500. Alright, so that's quite a bit, but you're also an expensive unit. Over here, the small drone makers are going down to just turret creep. Nicely done by our spider player over here. And the Tostic adds a point that is over here. Yep. Where you're being pressured by Ronin. Yeah, I mean, Stinger on the hill. Generally not, like, amazing. And Ronin is just going to blast it down. You're not going to get any pass through either. Since, well, it's shooting downwards. And Stinger is already gone. Dodo Bomber once again throwing a bomb down. But doesn't really have any effect because, look, it's just over here. Doesn't really have any effect. Fortress over here is very well defended though. 10 of those small drone makers. Not sure how much damage a Firefly really does, but, well, 20 Fireflies is not insignificant, I'd say. Seem to be taking 2 angler shots each even. Which is quite a lot of HP then. And still, Team North with way better eco, because even though they have been pushed on this side, they have been pushed over here. Those big maxes are still under their control. Max over here, still 4.1, and the others, except for this one, are still up as well. Even though, like, you should be able to pressure this. It is, like, undefended for ground targets. I mean, there is one Lotus and... yeah, okay, there is a Ghost turret here, but... oh well. Just getting an Impaler on there and you can snipe it. Oh. Had a Recon Commander going down over here against the Spatulas, the Spicula. And how do I shoot these? Nuclear Cyclops? Yeah, what now? Also, here is the Flak Nimbus. Apparently it is not anti-air flak though. It is just insane AoE probably then. Not really sure. Anyways, going to shoot these Weavers down, I assume. It's not doing a whole lot right now though. But that's fine. Lots of Impulse Cyclops. Okay. A lot of those just little drones and all that flying around. Tequila's on this side as well. Nuclear Cyclops is stuck and shoots nuclear warheads. Right. It's about to go flying though. Right? Come on. Leapers, send the Cyclops. Ah, that is too bad. It just went flying a little bit. A tiny bit. At least you just, well, freed it. It was stuck and now it isn't stuck anymore. And you need help shooting your missiles. I guess it doesn't work. But just, I don't know, like pressing F? Can't just do that? I guess not. Right. Over here, a little bit of a raid with more of those speculas. Razor is not yet up. And the specula is just still going around. Also, they apparently have like regen of 10 per second, which is not insignificant for a, well, low HP unit. Not sure what the DPS on these things is though. 165, okay, that is actually like a lot. For at least the normal zerok buildings and units and all that. Another flag nimbus going up, this time on this side. And over here, the drunk firewalker. A bit of a large boy. That throws down a lot of fire. Once again, leapers coming in. And giving a big old push to all of those little rovers. And to the firewalker as well, which apparently just explodes into a nuclear, well, cloud. At least into a mushroom cloud. Doesn't specifically have to be nuclear, of course. Over here, Raptors trying their best, but I mean, it's up against a 2500 worth flak nimbus. Like, that's not going to happen. Sorry about that. Anglers, though, 4200 burst damage in just these. If they are able to get that onto the nimbus, they'll kill at least one of them in a quick burst. Blooper, apparently also like trying to help out, even though I don't see air units from the southern team, right? And it is presumably an anti-air weapon. Sure. Anyways, big silicon is okay, and the very big silicon is going up. Oh, that is very big indeed. About a minute ago, and we'll have a very big silicon. EOS Impaler. Oh, that is also going to be very strong, I'd say. But also, like, is it? I mean, you can just get up a missile silo. So I'm not sure if it is actually, like, that worth it. Unless you're, like, in a push at that time. I mean, like, look, if you just get it here, where, like, other things of yours are, you can hit a lot of the enemy base anyways. So, frontline base. So I deployed mini thingy that apparently needs to be connected to a grid. Alright. And it's under construction still. Right, nuclear warhead. Cyclops, still just moving forward. 4 missiles in the stockpile. And over there, commander, a builder, level 1 commander from Metastic. That almost was hit on its head with a Cyclops. Yeah. I mean, the Leaper throws it into it, but apparently the commander does not die from that. And that is something that the commander does die from. A direct hit from the Leaper. Lancing Flea also coming in. Not sure how strong these are. But from the name, I'm like, well... Although burst damage is only 50, so... It doesn't seem that strong. Though, of course, they are only 25 metal each. Just like a normal Flea. It still doesn't seem that good. Tachyon Accelerator, 2 DPS, and Personal Cloak. I guess these just... No friendly fire, but that's the whole thing about launch, that it is supposed to friendly fire. Well, Team South tried to be a little bit too silly, and because of that they forgot a fundamental part of zerok: expand. Giving all 6 of the big maxes to the enemy team pretty much just spelled doom from the beginning.